All right, hello, welcome. It's Thursday, and every Thursday of the month, we give away a free article to read, to study up, to learn, to get yourself discipled and ready, to prepared for whatever God calls you to. And today we're talking about a famous question. Is Jesus the only way? We're going to address the exclusivity of Christ's claims with historical evidence and with logic. You've all heard it said, all religions are just a different path up the same mountain. We all get up at the end and it's all taking us to the same place. Sounds peaceful, right? It sounds inclusive. It feels so good. But the reality is, if you look at the maps of these religions and where they're taking you, they're not leading you to the same peak. They're not taking you to the same place. In fact, some of those religions are heading you. Actually, all of them are heading you in the exact opposite direction. So today we want to get into this question in the history of faith: is Jesus Christ really the only way to God? Isn't that narrow-minded? And I think about it this way: everyone believes in the golden rule, right? Everyone says, "Oh, be good, right? Try your best. Be kind." Do what's right, but here's the kicker. Here's the reality: is that nobody can be totally good all the time. We can't be, be truthful all the time, and sincerity doesn't create truth. You can be 100% sincere that you're going to swim to Hawaii from California. You can be sincere, but it ain't going to happen. You're going to get wet. If you don't have a boat, you're going to get wet, and eventually you're going to sink and you're going to drown. And Christianity isn't just a set of swimming instructions. It's not just some rules to do good. It's a rescue operation. It is a boat waiting to save you. Some people think Jesus is just a myth, like Thor, Paul Bunyan, but history tells us something different. He existed. We have sources outside of the Bible. Roman historians like Tacitus and Suetonius and the Jewish historian Josephus all confirm that he lived. He was executed under Pilate. His followers were willing to die for the claims that he rose again. Islam says he didn't die on a cross. Hinduism, Mahatma Gandhi said he's a great teacher, but not the savior. And they can't all be right at the same time. If Jesus rose from the dead, it changes everything. C.S. Lewis had a famous saying that he said that Jesus can't just be a good moral teacher. A man who claims to be God and the only way to heaven is either a liar, a lord, or a lunatic, or he's telling the truth. There's no middle ground of him just being a nice guy. We look at the legend theory. Archaeology shows these records were written far too early for a legend to take root. People knew him. They knew he was alive. They knew him when he was alive. And so Jesus is much bigger than just those small things that people would want him to be. So think of the Golden Gate Bridge. Think about that. It spans the gap between city and the shore. You don't need a second bridge right next to it. You just need the one that works. Jesus claimed to be that bridge. He's the one that gets you into heaven. Read the full article. Dive deep into history and the different claims that Jesus said about himself. Click the link below. Is Jesus the only way? And you'll check out that article. Have fun reading it. Be blessed. And every day, be a disciple. Be the person God is calling you to be. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye.